I don't want you all to think that I'm neglecting you all, because I'm not. I just been taking some time to me. You all know I got my own place. It's had been a long time since I had my own place, and I'm one of those type of people. When I did have my own place back then, even when I even when I lived with my partner for the couple of years we lived together, and then when I lived with the older white guy, I mostly, yeah, on camera you all saw me going shopping and stuff, but prior to you all even knowing who I was in the beef sector or in that on YouTube in general, um, I always was like a loner anyway. And not to say I don't have friends, but at the same time, I always basically kept to myself anyway. Like I've did the clubbing with the friends and hanging out every night. I just can't do that. That's not my life. And it's like I took traded one thing for another, and I started hanging at that casino a lot because it was a place for me to sit at when I was homeless or whatever. And plus I like being at the casino, but I started to get burnt out by being there. The people I was hanging around. And now I got my own place, so it's no reason for me to really have to be there every day. Um, Even me um, having that routine of doing it on the weekends, it was just taking too much of my time and my energy. So I've been going out, but I've been coming home because I don't have to stay out. I don't have to be out all night into the wee hours of the morning and going, getting on the bus, just putting myself in danger and harm for stuff that doesn't even matter in life. And it's other things in life that matter more. And I'm in the process of me doing this video. I'm texting my friend, and I made this friend through the casino, and I sometimes see her. I don't see her all the time. Now that we have each other's phone number, it's easier for us to communicate. But it was like I made like a lot of connections at the casino. A lot of them was negative. A lot of them was, they were only using me for whatever reason. But it was a few people that I connected with that I was able to, benefit, and they benefited from me. And it wasn't just financially. You get what I'm saying? It was more to it. Like what you all don't know is, mm, I don't know if it's been like a month ago. It feels like it's been like a month ago. I had went to the casino, and I can't even tell you everything that happened at the casino. I just know that night I was fed up, I was drained, I was tired. I was tired of coming there playing. Yeah, I was winning, but I wasn't winning what I was, you know, hoping to win. And I actually broke even a lot of times when I would go there. It was a few times I went and I, made over the amount that I was expecting or whatever. But it was never like nothing big, nothing, a big jackpot or nothing like that. So, in my opinion, it was just like, okay, this is getting old. But I ended up seeing somebody that I had met months before. And when I was able to finally get the machine that I wanted to play on, I played on the machine. I ended up winning my money back. And it was a lady that was sitting next to me, and that was the lady that I hadn't seen in a while. And, we greeted each other or whatever and had a nice, we sat there and we was actually talking. And I really don't like when people talk to me, but it was kind of like a inviting conversation or whatever, a needed and inviting conversation. And then I got up because I just was like over it. I was just like, okay, I want my money back. I need to keep this money in my pocket. So I go and sit back in the circle of people that I know. And I can't even say they was winning because they wasn't. It wasn't winning. They was like, just to me, being at that casino, that particular casino, it seemed like it just sucked you dry altogether. Your finances, you're barely seeing people win. You're seeing people win, but these are people that have money. They have money to throw away. And this one friend that I'm telling you all that I talk to often, we hit each other up often, but it's not like every day or whatever. She's a legend. That's the top card at the casino. No, I ain't using her. So we when we met, she won a jackpot. That's what happened. She happened to sit behind us. It was me and another one of my friends. I'm not going to say their names, but we was just the other friend I had met like months before or whatever, and it was somebody that I wouldn't see all the time, but I would see her sometimes, and when I saw her, sometimes she would give me money or whatever to play or whatever, but often when I would go there, it wouldn't just be people giving me money. I would be using my own money. And anyway, she sat behind us, and one thing led to another, and we was, sometimes when you see somebody playing big or whatever, you turn around and you get in the groove with them and you start cheering them on or whatever, and we was cheering her on, and that's how we met her. And from there, that was my last time seeing her, but that one time she had blessed me. Even in that moment, she won a jackpot, and literally she gave me and my friend $80, and she was like, "Play wherever you want to play. It's up to you, whatever." She was being generous or whatever. And then I went and played. I lost all my money, and then I went downstairs and played and got my money back and some. And so then I came back upstairs and she was like, "You got some more money left?" And I was like, "I got this much left, blah, blah, blah." So she had gave me another $40. She gave my friend another $40. And we sat there and we enjoyed each other's company like as if we was friends for years or whatever. So that was a benefit. I met a few people like that. I met a person like that recently, and I can't say she my friend, but she was very giving, and it wasn't even giving. It was just we had this good vibe, and those are the type of people that I like to be around. So me making this video, I just been kind of like keeping to myself. I've been wanting to do content on YouTube, and that's why you see me dropping people's chat and give my opinion or whatever and join the conversation or join the chat or whatever's going on in that video, whatever, you see me drop in. Remember, I'm a subscriber too. I'm not just a content creator. I do content, here and there, and YouTube is not my only area where I do content. I don't just do content in the beef sector. I do content on TikTok. I do content on other streams. So for me, um, I just needed some time, and it's been some much needed time. I've been enjoying, being in my own space for a change. It's really a difference in my life, I could say. It's really a difference in my life. and it's for the better. I haven't even been talking to my friends on the phone like that. It's one or two people that I talk to. I'm not gonna name the other one, but Sirius Bayless, me and her, we talk a lot, and we don't just talk about the beef sector. We talk about a lot of things. But I had shied away from even talking to a lot of people. The people that I would normally talk to, I don't even really like frequent with them no more. It's not that I don't like them. It's just that I just needed some me time. And me time, yeah, sometimes exists with Sirius Bayless being on the phone. Um, I don't talk to her all the time. I talk to her sometimes. Sometimes we have our moments when we talk a lot, and then sometimes it just slows up, and we be living our lives. We be doing other things in our lives that we just don't have time to be on the phone. Sirius got a whole son and a grandchild. She ain't got time to be on no damn phone like that. she helping raise her grandchild. So, that's and she has her mother, she has a brother, she has a sister, other family members that she, hang out with or whatever, friends that she hang out with, just the same as me. I don't often see my mom, but we talk on the phone all the time. When we do get a chance to talk on the phone, we talk on the phone a lot. I try to, take time out. I'm telling her, I'll be like, we need to make some time so we can meet up, whatever, and see each other because we hadn't seen each other in a while. But I seen my mom like maybe, it was about 2 weeks ago. I seen my mom. And even when I was in that homeless state, often I would go see my mom. I would stay with my mom for days at a time. I would be with my mom. We would hang out. We would go out to eat. We would do things together, whatever. It's just been, things, people change. As we get older, we change. And um, that's what's going on with me. Yeah, I desire to be in a relationship, but I'm just not going to settle. I won't settle. I refuse to settle. And a lot of times I come across people and they just want you to just do do things that's out of your comfort zone. And I be like, yeah, it's good sometimes to step out of your comfort zone. But when your heart is telling you not to follow your heart, because when you don't follow your heart, that's when you find yourself getting caught up in stuff that you can't get yourself out of. And I just kind of been keeping to myself. That don't mean that I've been staying in the house. It just means that I just been keeping to myself, doing other things that I used to do when I would hang in Cali. I would I don't go to the mall a lot, and I do a lot of window shopping more than actual shopping. And I don't like to tease myself like that, even that much either. But sometimes I want to check out what's the new trends, what's hot in the store, what's things that I'm goals that I have to get my own, or things that I want from stores or whatever. And yeah, sometimes I walk through the store and just do a little window shopping, or walk through the mall or whatever. We don't really have a lot of malls where I be hanging at, but they're kind of like mini malls, I would say. They were more mini malls. And they don't have all of the stores that I enjoy shopping in. So sometimes I go, and then sometimes I do buy stuff for me. Sometimes I hit a sale, I run across a sale, and I ain't gonna say I stock up, but I get me some stuff. And it's been a few months since I did that. So I need to kind of like do some retail therapy, maybe today. I think it's raining outside, and I think it's gotten a little nippier and cold outside. So I'm gonna have to dress a little different. But I really don't even like being in a lot of clothes anyway, because truth be told, I have hot flashes. I've been having those for a long time, and hot flashes ain't no joke. When they come on, it's the most terriblest thing. And I really don't know what the hot flashes are from. They could be from the HIV or whatever, but it's worse. It's a lot of times it's unbearable, and a lot of times that's why I do stay at home because I don't want to have to deal. Even when I'm at home, I'm having hot flashes, and so I have to keep the fan on. I have to keep the window open, but it's just too cold outside. It was cold outside last night, so I closed the window. Eventually, I turned the fan off. My apartment had a draft, so I just snuggled under my cover. I ain't even sleep in my bed. A lot of times I sleep in my reclining chair that I have, and it's although it feels good to me, I know it ain't good for me to be sleeping in no chair because you're supposed to sleep flat. It's supposed to be on a flat surface. When you're not on a flat surface, that's when things like fluid starts to build up on your legs and stuff like that. I had that. That was a lot of the reasons why when I was going to the hospital, like I had to get fluid drained off my legs because it just had been built up so much and it was so hard to walk, and it still is hard for me to walk a lot. I don't walk as much as I used to, but when I walk and it hurts real bad. It hurts real bad. Um so I said all of that to say I'm not neglecting you all. I just needed some time to myself. And time to myself could come at any time. I've always enjoyed me time. Yeah, I like hanging out with people. Um, Maybe like a week or so ago, I hung out with a friend, and they was trying to hang out again. I was like, and I got to do this. I like being on my own. I'm not a hangout person. This is somebody I used to hang out with too, and we like go to clubs together. We go to the movies. Seem like every weekend. We work together. It was just, we've been knowing each other for over 20 years. He actually lives around the corner from me, but it's just that um, I'm not one of them type of people that want to be around people all the time. Even when I'm going in the area that I'm in a lot, when I go out downtown Chicago, it be too congested for me. I can't take all them damn people walking around me, and I could barely get through the sidewalks and then I have to take shortcuts through other buildings to get certain places and stuff. And I just don't like that. And then being on those buses, those packed out buses, hell, I've been taking the train a lot. And I'm not talking about that train that I was on sleeping on. I'm talking about the train, the metro train. The metro train, you can get a lot of places on the metro train. And when I go and visit my mom, I take the metro. When I go visit my grandmother, I take the metro. When I come from home, I take the metro majority of the time. I really don't take the bus unless I have to take the bus. If there's something wrong with the metro, and I'm not saying it's a reliable train, because it ain't. Because this weekend, I really experienced them being unreliable again. And I'm like, my mom keeps talking to me like, you don't need to get you a car. You don't need to be driving, blah, blah, blah. I need a damn car. I need a damn car. I'm tired of walking. I'm tired of being on these buses. I'm tired of being, the train is okay. And the train has become, over the years, ghetto because that train used to be quiet. Like when you would sit on certain cars, it would be quiet. Now, people get on the train, they have these nasty scents. They have, they're quiet. I mean, they're loud as hell. Um, People talking loud as hell like they ass ain't right in front of that person. I'm like, they do that in Chicago. I don't know if they do that anywhere else. But I'm like, damn, y'all right in front of that person. Y'all talking like y'all on the loudspeaker. So I said all of that to say I am going to be doing some content. And no, it's not me just saying it. I've been gathering things. I watch the news. More so, I read articles. That's what it is. I'm a reader more than watching the news. Um, I watch other content creators outside of the beef sector. I haven't seen some of the content creators that's in the beef sector in a while, like the real Mrs. J. What happened to you? I haven't seen in a while. You don't do content in the beef sector anymore? What's up with that? Um, just different ones that I used to watch. I don't hardly ever see them go live. Deanna slacked off. She don't even go live like she used to. Like, and when I catch her, whatever. Um, I don't catch Demetra Lit all day, a lot. I don't catch her often. She might go live, but I haven't been seeing her go live like that. But I've been hearing about the lives. Um, I've been hanging in Olivia's chat a lot, but I always kind of did frequent in Olivia's chat. I just had slacked off from doing it because so much was going on in my life that I wasn't able to do it. I just had other things going on. I had other routines going on. So now I'm just like at this standstill. I'm at a standstill, but it's a good standstill. You get what I'm saying? And I mentioned this on Pizarro's live when Jay Dunn called herself doxing me. I changed my name. So I'm still in the process of getting, things changed over. But I changed my full name. It is a different feel, but it's not like a different feel really, because the people that know me, they still call me Dre. So it's, I don't have an issue with them calling me that. Um, they still call me Dre. My mom says she's always gonna call me Dre. Um, my grandmother is trying to adapt to it. My sister, she knows about it. It's only like a few people that know about it. Like I said, it's a few people. A few people that I talk to, they know about what my name is. But I prefer those personal friends to just call friends and family just to call me Dre because that's what they know me by anyway. Um, the ones that I made on YouTube, they call me Chopper. But a lot of times I just be like, just call me Dre because that's what most people call me anyway. They call me Dre. I have one family member that calls me something different. And I always have to get on his case and I'll be like, please do not call me that. I don't want to be called that. I don't want to be called that. But that's what we grew up. That's what when I was growing up with them, he's like some years older than me. When I was growing up with him, that was his name. That was the nickname that they called me. So he gets it. It's a pass. He gets a pass for it. But everybody else, they call me Dre. And that's fine with me. As long as I know, look, I got a new name. And no, I wasn't running away from anything. I was trying to better myself. And I never did want that last name. My last name, I never did want that. Um, it was my stepfather's name. And you all know the story with that. I told you before. He was very abusive. Very, very abusive. Um, from a young age on up, he was very, very abusive, physically abusive, verbally abusive, mentally abusive. It was just not a good situation for me, and I didn't want to be attached to that name anymore. Um, at birth, I was another name. My name was another name up until I was like 3 years old, and then it got changed. No, he did not adopt me. But there's something that they have in Illinois that you can change. The person could like basically stand proxy as the father, even though years later my mom ended up, um, you know, being real with me and just like, this is who your father is, blah blah blah. I reached out to my father. She said he never wanted to be bothered. He never wanted to be involved. It's not that I was feeling like neglected or whatever, even though that was a part of him. That was neglection. He neglected his responsibilities or whatever. But that's fine with me. My father had always been my grandfather and my uncle. Those are the two men that I always looked up to as father figures in my life. I spent a lot of time, most of my childhood and 20s. I'm not even gonna say all of my 20s. I spent in, being close to my grandfather, mostly when I was younger, up until I was like maybe, I don't know if I was like 21 or 22. That's when I was like closer to my grandfather. And he's always been my father, he's always been my father. Now, I do know when I was younger, I shouldn't probably be saying this, but when I was younger, I'm gonna let you in personally a little. When I was younger, my mom, my mother had 8 kids. Had 8 children. She had 7 by my stepfather. I'm the eldest. Um, my mom had it hard, but my mom made our childhood good. We had a good childhood overall, outside of me being abused a lot by her husband. But we had a good childhood for the most part. We was all close, me and my brothers and sisters. But I think my grandfather was like trying to take the burden off of her. This was even before like my brother had came along. Um, he was basically saying like, look, me and my wife can adopt him, and he could have a better childhood. And then we were just recently having a conversation, me and my mother, and she was like, I should have just gave you up for an adoption. She was just like, I just didn't want his wife to have that type of control over you and me and all of that, and be able to have those say so's. And it's not that she didn't think that I would be in a good environment. She just didn't want to give up that right. And I guess, you have most parents, most mothers don't want to give up their children. And this is no slight to anybody else that have done it or their kids have been taken from them. But she just felt like what she did, she should have went down that route. Maybe it would have been a different change for her. Maybe she would have made different decisions in her life. And I was like, well, you can't say what if. And I encouraged her and told her, I was like, I think it's better that you didn't go down that route, because certain things happened over the years, and I could have been in that spot or in that environment, and that probably could have affected me in a negative way. So I'm happy that she chose what she chose. I think she could have done things a little differently in her choosing, but she did what she did. You have to just live with that. And I'm not mad at her. I'm not upset with her. I'm always gonna love my mom. Nobody's gonna take that away from me, and it just is what it is. I don't have that relationship that, say, a demon has with her mom. Um, I just don't have that relationship. I mean, we was always more so. People was thinking that we was brothers and sisters. The older that I got, they always thought that. Or brother, I was her brother and she was my sister, or whatever. But even when she would come to school, people would always think that that was my sister coming to pick me up, and I was like, nah, that's my mom. But overall, we've had our ups and downs, mother and son, son and mother, whether. whatever, what it may be. But overall, I still love my mom, and I still do a lot for my mom. Even when you will see me doing stuff over the years on YouTube for other people, I was looking out for my mom, looking out for my sisters. I was doing things for them, doing stuff for their children and stuff. I wasn't just the picture that was painted. Oh, he has no family. I was away from them. But even when I lived in California, my sister, her husband, and her children had came and visited me several times. So it wasn't like I was there alone. Yeah, I was alone because I didn't have no family close to me. But they still do live in California. And it was good when we, hung out or whatever. I have pictures when I've seen them in the past or whatever. Still on my Facebook or whatever. So I'm just, doing me. I'm living life one day at a time. I'm gonna say it that way. And I have spells when I want to do lives. I have spells when I want to do videos. I'd rather do posts. I'd rather do video posts because I could get more out. And hardly ever do I go back and have to insert something else because I know what I want to say. It's the same thing as when I'm going live, but somebody suggested that I should write down, and I'm like, I don't do that when I do content. I do content from my memory and how I'm feeling inside from my heart or whatever, and that's how I do my content. It's never gonna really change. Now, if I become an actor in the future, of course I'm gonna have to read from a script. But I'm doing me. This is how I want to do my channel. And a lot of people don't like it. Some people do like it. A lot of people do like it. A lot of people don't. But it's fine. I'm still gonna be me. Still gonna be who I am. Just because I changed my name don't mean I changed. Doesn't mean that I transitioned into somebody else. It does not mean that. I do feel like I'm growing as an individual. Very much so. I don't want to be around certain people. I don't want to do certain things. I guess that comes with age, but I think it's coming with growth too. It's just I look at things a lot different than I did maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I'm looking at things a whole lot different. Hell, I'm in February, Lord willing, I'll be 43. It's going on 18 years since my diagnosis, HIV diagnosis. I'm blessed and highly favored. Even though I may not have everything I want to have, um, I'm blessed. For the most part, I'm blessed. I'm blessed with good supporters. Um, I don't even want to say their names, but I got some good supporters. Like, you all don't even realize you all come through for me. You all allow God to use you at certain times. And I guess maybe He's laying me on your heart or whatever. But at certain times, I be like, dang, how am I pay this bill? How am I do this? How am I do that? And smack dead, right when it's unexpected, a blessing comes through. It could be from supporters. It could be from people that I know in real life. It could be from different avenues. I'm not saying I'm rich, but I don't go hungry. I don't go for hungry. I don't go for hungry. And at times I have gone for hungry, but I know how to maneuver in those situations or whatever. But that is what it is. And I did enough talking for this video. And I hope you enjoy the video. Do me a favor, like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Share the video. When you all share the video, that does me more justice. That does me more for my channel. When you all like the video, it does more for my channels, for the algorithm and everything. The flow of things. Do it. Share it. Talk about it on your channel. Give me some accolades and say something. Oh, this is what I heard Chopper talking about. I'm still here. I just am in my own space in my me time.